Greetings. Today we continue our study in the book of Jude. We're looking at the portraits of the apostates. Today we begin portrait number 2, called the heir of Balaam. It also is found in Jude verse 11, where it says, "Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the error of Balaam for reward, and perished in the gainsaying of Korah." Now Paul wrote to the Philippians in chapter 2, beginning at verse 19, "But I trust in the Lord Jesus to send Timothy shortly unto you, that I may also be of good comfort when I know your state. For I have no man like-minded who will naturally care for your state." Verse 21 says, "For all seek their own, not the things which are Jesus Christ." Now, we need to understand this is a comparative statement. Paul declared that Timothy would naturally care for their state, while others would naturally care for their seeking of their own things. A matter of priority is the issue here, as Paul told the Philippians in chapter 3, beginning at verse 17, when he said, "Brethren, be ye followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an ensample or example." He says, "For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and tell you even now weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things." The error of Balaam is the prostitution of the gospel. We said that the way of Cain is the perversion of the gospel. The error of Balaam is the prostitution of the gospel. And someone might say, prostitution of the gospel, isn't that a little too strong of a word? Well, actually, no. You see, the word prostitution means to devote to corrupt purposes for material advantage. And that is exactly what Balaam did. Balaam asked God for permission to go and curse Israel in Numbers chapter 22, verses 11 through 12, and God's answer was a simple no. Numbers 22:10 says, "And Balaam said unto God, Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, hath sent unto me, saying, Behold, there's a people come out of Egypt, which covereth the face of the earth. Come now, curse them for me. Peradventure I shall be able to overcome them and drive them out. And God said unto Balaam, Thou shalt not go with them. Thou shalt not curse the people, for they're blessed." And a second group of messengers is sent to Balaam from Balak. In verse 16 of Numbers 22, it says, "And they came to Balaam and said to him, Thus saith Balak the son of Zippor, Let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming unto me. For I will promote thee unto a very great honor, and I will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me. Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people." And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, "If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God to do more or less. Now therefore I pray you, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what the Lord will say unto me more." And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, "If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I say unto thee, thou shalt do." Now, the angel of the Lord appears in the way. You know probably this story. And his donkey evades 3 times, for which Balaam chastens his donkey. The donkey then is allowed to speak to him to reinforce Balaam's obedience in Numbers 22, 32 through 35. "And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass or thy donkey these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy way is perverse before me. And the donkey saw me and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her alive." And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned, for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will get me back again. And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto thee, that thou shalt speak. So Balaam went with the princes unto Balak. And Balaam is instructed to bless Israel instead of cursing them. The first time is recorded in Numbers 23, verses 6 through 10.